Hi there, my name is John McNulty. I'm the head chef of the Taynuilt Hotel and Restaurant, and today I'm going to show you how we make our homemade muffins that we've currently got on with our smoked salmon eggs Benedict. So first of all, we've got 900 grams of Wessex mill strong flour. I've got 30 grams of fresh yeast. 20 grams of salt. Always make sure don't let the salt go anywhere near your yeast, otherwise you'll kill the yeast. And 5 grams of sugar. Pop all your dry ingredients in. We use our big mixer for this. You can knead it at home by hand if you want to. I've also got 700 mils of warm whole milk. You probably won't need all the milk, it just depends. Sometimes we make the dough and it takes all the milk, sometimes it doesn't, it just depends. So start off on number 1 on the mixer. Probably going to leave this for about 10 to 15 minutes to knead until the dough goes nice and smooth. So our bread's been kneading for 10 to 15 minutes and it's turned into a nice smooth dough. Once you get to this stage, you want to take it out of the mixer bowl and we're going to transfer it into another tub and we're going to leave it to prove. At home you can just leave it to prove in a nice warm place with a towel over the top. We use our combi oven. It has a proven setting on the oven itself. It makes the bread really consistent for us. We can set the recipe and no matter who makes the bread, it'll always turn out the same. So if you cling film the top of the bread, this just stops too much water getting into the dough while it's on the proven setting. So we're going to leave it in the oven, probably take another 10 to 20 minutes depending. And you want it to double in size. If you leave it long enough, it'll start coming out the top of the tub, and then you know it's definitely ready to knock back and start making the muffins. So the muffin dough has been proving in the oven for about 20 minutes. It's doubled in size and it's ready to be rolled out. So the next step, you're going to need some flour, a cutter, your dough scraper and a rolling pin. So my pans are on the stove, they're all preheated, ready to go. They've got flour on the bottom of them and we're going to prove the muffins on top of the stove. Normally you would knock your bread back, put it into your moulds, put it back in the oven, or leave it out in a warm place and it'll prove the bread again until it doubles in size. We're going to do it all on the stove. So I'm going to always flour the bench. We're using the marble top in the kitchen. It's the best surface you can do for any pastry work or bread or anything. Use your dough scraper. Take all your dough out. It's quite a sticky dough, the muffin dough. So always get plenty of flour on your hands. And you just want to turn the flour over. I don't want to knock too much air out of it. Quite a lot of recipes you knock it back and take quite a lot of the air back out of the bread, but for this I don't want to. So shape, rolling your hands underneath, make sure you got plenty of flour. And I'm going to roll the dough out until it's about an inch thick. Every time you roll the bread out, you need to lift it off the bench. It catches onto the bench sometimes, and when you go to cut it, you'll end up shrinking the muffins. So just keep moving it about. That's about an inch thick. Fold the edges back in. So you want that even thickness all over. So if you get your cutter, put flour on it, It's very important once you push the cutter into your muffins, do not turn it. If you turn it, you'll make all the dough catch and your muffins won't rise evenly. It's a bit like when you're making scones. So starting from the side, you can move from side to side but don't turn it. So, once you've cut the muffins out, gently pick them up, take them over to your pans. So you want to put them not too close together because they're going to double in size. I wouldn't put any more than 4 or 5 per pan. So they're going to prove from the bottom up. You're going to get the flat, the kind of flat shape on both sides that you get with your muffins, and we'll leave these. It'll probably take about 5 to 7 minutes each side. In the meantime, I'll keep cutting out the rest of them. I've got the oven preheated up to 200, and I've got my trays ready to go. So. So as you can see, the muffins have doubled in size, and they should be nice and coloured underneath. So gently turn them over. Again, another 5-10 minutes on each side. The muffins have had another 10 minutes on the other side, so we're going to pop them on the trays. You shouldn't need to flour them, there's plenty of flour on the muffins, so I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes, and they should be ready. Once your muffins have had 10 minutes in the oven, if you take them out of the oven and transfer them onto a cooling rack, gets the air around them, lets them cool down a lot quicker, and they won't go really doughy. So we're going to make the hollandaise sauce to go with the eggs Benedict. So I've got in here 3 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. I like to put 1 whole egg in, I think it binds it a wee bit better and it doesn't split as easy either. And I've got a touch of water, and some salt and pepper, and lemon juice as well, probably about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I've got my clarified butter, very important that you let it separate, you don't want whey going in your hollandaise. So just whisk up all your eggs, lemon juice, salt and pepper, and I'm going to cook it over a bain-marie just so it goes nice and thick to the ribbon stage. And then we're going to slowly add the clarified butter. So it's very important to keep your eggs moving at all time. Use your whisk. You don't want to scramble your eggs. So once it gets to this kind of texture, this kind of consistency, you want a ribbon stage, we can start adding in the clarified butter. Once you've added all of your clarified butter, I like to add just a touch of cold water. Gives it a nice bright colour, makes it a bit whiter, and just holds everything together. Then you want to get a spoon and check your seasoning. A bit more salt, tiny bit of lemon, ready to plate up. Swirl your water around, drop your egg right in the centre of the pan, and we're going to give this 2 to 3 minutes soft poach. Put some in the bottom of the bowl. Set your muffin inside. Touch more hollandaise. Then you want your Scottish smoked salmon. Good. Layer this up. A few slices. Then we'll add a bit more hollandaise just to one side. And then finish with some onions. This is purple shiso we're using just now. Decorate the top. And that's it. Taynuilt smoked salmon, eggs Benedict with a homemade muffin.